we're back, everybody. Hello and welcome to Dungeon Sphere. My name is Dev and I am a dungeon master, and these people are my players. Hello, players. Anyway, we usually start off with just like me being completely insane, and then I pass the mic on to Melissa so that she can tell you about the new show that she has at the end of the month.
Oh, cool. Yes, that is a thing that I do now. Yay. Okay, so yes, the Fountains of Esapasara, based on the materials that I made during Watsy's DMing competition this summer, will be starting January 31st, 7 p.m., same time, same place, different day. Yes, there we go. With these two, maybe these two. I don't know which direction. It's cool. Let me flip to the camera thing so I can see. This way.
Yeah.
That way.
Wyatt is, yep.
Those two.
That way.
Those two will be there, plus 4 new friends that I will at some point do character and casting announcement stuff. I made a Twitter and everything, but you know what happens when you're accountant, it's the beginning of the month. Everything explodes. So yes, January 31st, come join us for the Fountains of Esapasara. It's gonna be a good time. And that's what I got.
All right. We also have another show coming up that is called A Finch Wink Institute of Magic. It's like the MIT, but for magic. So if you're listening now or in the future and you have not checked that out yet, or like put it on your radar or whatever, do it, because it's gonna be lit. All right. So
fit, maybe.
Yeah. Does anyone want to recall what happened last time?
We punted an Anoloth off a cliff, and he was not happy about it, but he didn't care at the end because he just was like, I'm at the bottom, it's fine, everything's fine. We featherfall down, and it took 1,000,000 years.
Yeah, we learned a very important lesson about featherfall. Do it right before you hit the ground.
You said when you could see. That's 300 feet.
Well, when you drop 2 miles a day, you don't.
It's a panic reaction. It's okay.
Yeah. And then we killed that dude, who turned out to be friend / whatever of Depp. Argonon. Of Depp, who led us to general vicinity. We rock glided to find Depp, who turned out to be not Depp, the crazy Darrow, but instead a deep dragon who made Braenna very slow, and she was not happy about it.
Get it? Deep
I don't know.
Depp.
Depp and I had a lovely conversation when I threw acid on him. It was great.
But also he did not want us to have his books. And we wanted to have his books. So we tried to take his books, and he was not happy. But then Vrexil wall of forced him in a forced wall, and we stole it and ran away. And that's where we are right now.
Yeah, you forgot to mention a few flavorful things, such as the fact that the Onoloth kept hiding underneath a mushroom, and he made it so that you couldn't target him with spells, and he dispelled the water elemental, and you spent some time trying to pour water into a bowl for that, and it was just like, there's a lot of craziness happening.
Yeah, but he's still dead, so.
He is still dead.
Yeah, who got the last laugh there? It was
It's just the way that the saddle rides, you know? So,
but we have left the dragon's lair now, and now we can't do lair action, so meh.
Yes, so you actually left the lair by again ingesting the magic rocks that allowed you to go into the wall, and you have a general sense of direction of what's up, what's down.
Braenna's got it on lockdown. It's fine.
Yeah, it's sort of like when you're swimming, like especially fish. Sometimes you can get disoriented when you're swimming. You're like, I don't know which way is up, but gravity pulls you a certain way.
Especially fish.
Fish know which way's up.
Yeah, fish know which way is up.
Oh, those are the point about, yeah. Anyway, fish. So you begin traveling, and you know that the spell lasts for 10 minutes. The wall of force that has locked this deep dragon in a bubble.
And we just went straight. We just went straight up.
Just went straight up. It is quite a bit of time before you reach the surface. Definitely longer than 10 minutes. You lose a little bit of your sense of time just because the dark. You just don't know what's really happening around you, and then you pop right up. You just shoot out, just like a dolphin jumping out of the air, and then you all kind of like land back down. If you have a high dexterity, you land gracefully. If you don't, it's not so graceful. And with that, you all are on the surface of the far island, the northeastern one, which the ship is on the southwestern island. And there's a big old channel in between.
We have the key. Yeah, we got it, and that's like I assume we left because we have the key. So
you have a book.
We have a book
that says the key on it.
Didn't somebody open it up to see that they had a key in? I thought that happened. Am I misremembering?
Oh, you just ran. You just rushed. You're like, gotta go.
Oh.
Moxie has the book in her hand.
So that's the key, yeah?
Oh, I don't know. Moxie's gonna open it.
And you open it, and you just flip through the pages, and there's unintelligible writings all through it. And then the pages begin to glow, the words. They begin to flip until they open dead center. And then in this flash of blue, you hear the sound of waves, and then not waves. Yeah, the sound of waves, because of Augustus the god, who is the man on the sea. And then a key appears, a earthen-toned key with several runes along it. It is the key of Earth.
Well, that seems like that seems like a good sign. Let's maybe put that away, and then if Depp comes back, maybe we just give him his book back, and he won't be too perturbed at us.
Do books always do that?
I feel like no, but
I think that might be a you thing, Moxie. Every book you've opened does that.
Maybe we need to open more books.
Do we want to leave the book here in case Depp does follow him, or do we think the book might contain more than just the key?
Moxie's gonna look down at the book and then just hand it over to Vrexil. She's not the book lord.
I'm inclined to think that Depp is not going to be pleased no matter what. I think at the very least we should hold on to it in case we need to give it back.
Whatever you'd prefer, Book Lord.
Oh no.
While this is all happening, there's like no bridge or anything like that between the two islands? We'd have to go back underground through the fields.
There's water. It's a shallow channel. But
could the boat fit through it?
The boat wouldn't be able to fit through the channel.
Perhaps we just head, if we're northeast, perhaps we just head to the southwesternmost part of the island, and we can just have the ship swing around.
I am going to put an owlbear link into the Discord, just so that y'all can see the map again, because I think that'll be helpful. Handouts. Okay, it's on handouts. And then the island of Hemrefelge. You do know that on the southern end of this island, there is a lighthouse with some docks. There's also this large rapids that is easily avoidable. You don't know what that's all about. And you do know that on the north point of this island, there's also a lighthouse. It is the southern point on the western island. At the base, southernmost point, where the island and the ship was stationed.
And are we at 4 or at 5?
You are
Or
emerging out. I'm going to use 4. We don't actually need these markers anymore.
okay.
So that compass is where you are right now.
Then yeah, Southern Lighthouse docks.
Mm-hmm.
Does Canari have sending prepared?
Yeah, she does. She has 1 3rd level left, so she'll use it.
No.
She'll send to Captain Barbarossa, and just say, got what we're looking for. Meet us at Eastern Island, Southern Lighthouse. Avoid the whirlpool. Come as fast as you can, please. Wait, come as fast as you can. I think is what came. I think that's all the words that I had.
You hear back. I was wondering where you went. All right. See this soon. Don't die.
Love you.
And Canari just gives a thumbs up to the group and says, well, we better get going.
Yeah.
I need everyone to roll me a perception check.
Oh no.
Can I guide myself? I'm gonna guide myself.
Yeah, sure.
Well.
Braenna's still perturbed from being slowed. That's a natural one.
Oh
no.
15.
For a grand total of 5.
10.
16.
All right, Moxie and Canari. As you all are walking, you pass by another ruined village. It's almost exactly like the one on the other side in terms of aesthetic and the types of buildings here. It seems like a little outpost where if one were to come to trade with dwarves, he would go here. And as you make your way past the city, it's about 2 hours to the lighthouse, because the rule of every 10 feet is an hour still applies. But the first hour is spent passing through this little ruinous village. But Moxie and Canari, as you peer through it, scouting the land, in the dim light of a cloudy day, probably at the beginning of evening or something. Umbran, if you check your watch, it'll be 5:59 p.m. So it's almost dinner time. You notice little dwarven-like people that look like what Depp was before he was a dragon, hiding amongst the ruins, watching you. Malnourished, but alive, speedy. And the only reason that you would see them is with a high perception, because they are fairly good at staying out of sight.
They just look curious and like are keeping a lookout, or are they like, does it seem like they're scouts for Depp or something?
Roll an insight check.
24.
24. You're sussing out, yes.
Yeah, 24, yeah.
You are sussing out that they are staying at the very edges of your site, which is probably the edges of their site as well. They're not trying to sneak up on you or get around you or anything. They don't come any closer. They don't take any risky measures such as that. You're starting to think that these are just scared people that have lived on this island and in the ruinous state, just surviving, and yeah, haven't seen anyone in decades. has some white hair.
I feel like Moxie would kind of take note of them, but she wouldn't like move to do anything, or I don't know. She doesn't trust them.
I think Canari would mind link with everybody and just let them know that they're out there, but not they aren't a threat.
Has anyone made it past this level yet?
I think we heard someone did, right?
You heard that Team Dragon had.
Dragon has.
And I believe I also told you that Team Hydra was close behind.
Yep. So they'll probably be out by the end of the day. I think does Canari still have like some of the mushrooms that she harvested from the bottom of the cave?
Yeah.
She's got some extras, so she'll leave some. She'll like take a small bag out and just kind of set it on the ground as they're walking away.
All right. As you get further away, you take a glance back and you see a couple of them scurry out of the shadows, rush in, grab the mushrooms, and then rush back into hiding. Almost feral.
Canari just like slowly turns back and it's just marching along.
Canari's just like mood.
They were pretty good mushrooms.
After another hour, you find yourselves at the lighthouse, docks nearby, and your ship docked. Ready and waiting.
We wanna just go, right?
Yes. I don't think that Depp's gonna try to go. He didn't want to leave the ocean, this island, so I don't think he'll want to come.
If you look back, you will see against the dim light of the night sky. It's now about 8, so twilight behind the dark clouds. You see the silhouette of a draconoid form.
Oh, get the fuck on.
Let's go.
He seems to be hovering over the mountains, not coming closer or anything.
Okay.
He's just there, watching.
I would suggest taking a wide berth.
Do you want to let him know that we left his books? Like maybe we leave his book somewhere so he's not mad at us after the fact, or do we not care?
I think the book will respawn.
I think we've already come this far. We might as well keep it with us. Maybe we'll need it for the final room or something for this level. Or
I'm sure the next team to come here will find their own book.
That does seem to be the way it works here, and honestly, it'd be a shame to leave something like this behind before we could take a look at it.
So, to island number 2 then?
Yeah. Let's go.
Just out into the water.
You are greeted back on the ship by Captain Barbarossa and Scalesy, the first mate. And they look you up and down. Why are y'all covered in a layer of dirt and mud?
There was a lot of dirt and mud.
There was a
You
dragon.
can tell the story as we cast off.
A thing.
Yeah.
We should go.
She looks up
Sorry.
into the sky, nods, and says, "Let's go, Scalesy." And then they go off. The crew starts to do what they need to do to set sail and go back into the fog. And if you look back, you'll see Depp land on the shoreline, sitting almost kind of like a little dog, looking out. And you hear, "Bye, friends," as you go into the fog.
You could have came with us. We gave you the option.
We really did.
One day, someone will accept my option to be friends.
There is dinner prepared. It appears as though they have a lot of really good mackerel that they caught. And they've filleted, spiced, and served.
Sweet.
I think Braenna is going to grab an armful and then go back to wherever, I don't remember where, bunk below deck. Because that dragon did something to my head. I did not appreciate it. I'm going to go eat this off and sleep it out.
When you get down to your door, it is the same shape, appearance, and reminiscent quality of a challenge room door.
Oh, crap. Before she goes in, go back up.
As you look above it, you see the words, checkpoint.
Oh.
Before you panic at first, and then you look up. Oh.
Oh, God. Okay, well, yeah, she runs up. Guys, grab some food, but we should go, chat in the bunks real quick.
Okay.
Alright.
Sure.
You just see Lady Trinthus and Medical Officer Waves dressed in like an apron with like cooking gloves, and they seem to be the ones that have cooked your meals, and you just hear Waves. It was. If you all don't like it, you can tell me.
No, this is delicious, but there's just some important stuff that we need to talk about, and we want to make sure that we get everything straight first, so we'll be back in just a little bit. We're going to go to our bunks for a minute.
All right, I look forward to seeing you in a little bit and having you eat the food that I've prepared.
I mean, perhaps
Canari has a
you
full
should all
plate.
just eat a little first, and then we can go chat.
I'm pretty sure we should go chat right now.
You can take it with you.
Thank you.
I won't imagine you throwing it overboard
Never.
to spare my feelings.
Braenna is fully eating as she's walking. No, see, I like it. It's fine, but we need to go. Guys, let's go.
Trinthus just like elbows him. Stop messing with them. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure whatever it was, it would have been wonderful.
They have things to do. They just got back from God's knows what. Ta-ta, everyone. If you need anything, we'll be out here.
Thank
Will do.
Nixon Mora is not present.
Braenna's just gonna be like, the checkpoint, guys. We gotta go.
What?
Checkpoint?
Oh.
Checkpoint.
Oh.
Checkpoint.
Well, that's
Thank
good to
goodness.
know. I thought there wouldn't have been any in this level.
It's literally our bunk, so it's kind of weird, but I figure I shouldn't go in without you guys, so let's go.
Braenna leads you down, and you all see the same thing that she saw, the door. That looks like a challenge room door, but it probably is just like the same door asset that they put in and recycled.
Got one door. We can use it on everything.
We use the budget in other places.
Yeah, save some money with on their door assets.
They can conjure everything in the world into an extra planar space, but they draw
They
the line
call
at
it
doors.
intentional, but you know it's really not.
But it does have the sign checkpoint above it.
There's a difference between branding and just laziness.
I open the door and I walk in.
All right. So, you pass through the doorway and you begin to recognize a few differences as you cross the threshold. You step out into a lightly forested area, sun shining through the trees, birds twittering all around. You smell the fresh air, new oxygen of a fresh forest, and the forest floor seems to be covered in moss, and there is a stony path that carries you through this little forest foyer into a recognizable in structure, positioning, and everything, but
new skins.
yeah, it's like it seems to be a lot more well developed and alive, whereas before there was always something staunchly off about it because it seems not lived in and everything was too perfect. But here you see the buildings have vines and greenery growing around them. you actually see some people. They're holographic in appearance, but they seem to be living, opening windows and such, smoke rising from the chimney tops, and the pathway has more decorations, banners, and it just seems to be a much more wholesome escape. And I actually have a picture that I'm gonna drop in that's kind of like a reference that I use.
As we walk by, if someone's like near the path, Braenna's gonna just go, "Are you a real person or are you hologram too?"
Does anybody remember what the first
I don't really
checkpoint
know what you mean, Miss.
looked like? Braenna, stop terrorizing the hollow people. They don't know. They're not real.
But it's I would like to touch one to see. Do you think that they would be opposed to that?
Yeah.
I don't think they have the physical body to stop you.
Oh no, everything's terrible. There we go.
Oh, what? I'm
Does anybody
picturing you
remember
saying
what
that in character.
First checkpoint looked like? Because the
just
last
looking
checkpoint
for
we
that.
were at
Was the beach
was a
one?
beach, and now we're.
Or was that a rest?
in
That was
the
a rest stop,
ocean.
wasn't it?
The beach was
Yeah.
between levels, I think.
No,
No,
the
it
beach
wasn't.
was the
The beach
checkpoint
was
because that's
where
where we met all
Canari
the
got
teams,
attacked.
and yeah, that's where we got attacked.
Oh, that's right.
Do we think
was-
that the checkpoints are hints to the next level? The next one's going to be taking place in some sort of mossy forest setting.
I mean, like the way what I wrote down for the first one, it was like a dark village, like entering it at nighttime. But that could have just been like the time of day. I don't think there was like a ton of like spooky details. If it is, hats off to the DM because that's cool. But if it's just pure coincidence, I was thinking the same thing, Yuri.
yeah,
like-
when he foreshadowing.
Yeah, could be more
Well-
high fantasy. We could talk about that in the tavern.
And say is probably just get into town then.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, as you step in, you see the familiar well, and you see the familiar layout. It's a little bit more expanded, and the streets feel a little wider, and you actually can see out into more of a urban cityscape, but with the same similar aesthetic. It's slightly sprawling, but
Well, I
you're
feel
not
like
sure if it's just like an illusion to a certain point and you hit a wall and then whatever. You're not sure.
Well, I feel like I know where the inn is because this seems very similar, except for like it's just got a different look. So we can just go to right to the same place.
Yes, most likely. Let's see if any other teams are here. That might be a good chance to check in with others.
By the way,
But
the sky is like it's about to be sunset kind of sky, like a golden glow over everything.
It has been a while since we've seen Quintilius.
And you hear a bloop, and Quintilius stands before you, the dapper man with the prim and proper stance and manicured nails and manscaped facial hair.
You look like you haven't worked a day in your whole
Glasses.
goddamn life.
I've been working nonstop.
Vrexil has this moment of
appreciate
like, so wait, so we can just say his name and he shows up? Is that how this works here?
Only if you're in the checkpoint. I've mentioned that many a time.
So
But
there's
you
no
have more
like,
important things
limit.
to. You have more important things to do to think about the process. So it's okay.
I take it you saw the dragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was an
How's
interesting
things on the outside?
solution. Things are fine. You are quite a popular team. The only team to have defeated a team and then assisted in almost defeating a team and then actually defeating a team. Like,
But like
Other
we had help to
teams are-
actually defeat.
yes, but it's still matters to the public.
Do people but like Team Genie has the same thing then, don't they?
Yes, but people see you all as less loony than Team Genie, and so you have a little bit more of a following.
Don't say that. There are good friends.
I mean, they have been quite good allies to you, but you have to admit that they all are a little loony. But I mean, they all have the story as to why, and the wishes. We sort of saw that.
Have you
too.
met Claude? He is a delight to be around. He is wonderful.
Oh yes. He seems agreeable.
I appreciate
Anyway,
what
that you're
more
trying.
could we ask for?
I have updates for you.
Wonderful.
Speaking of Team Genie, they have successfully moved on to level 4.
Already?
What?
Whoa.
That was fast.
I knew they would have an advantage with the elemental stuff, but oh my, what?
And Scorndon is with them.
Oh, good.
Ah.
Oh, what about Team Empyrean? Did they just let him go?
Well, from what I know, he sort of just ran away.
Well, he took our advice then.
Mm.
That's good. Good for him.
See, all of us in my family have pretty good head on our shoulders. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yes. I also must inform you that Team Kraken has passed, but they are the ones most associated with the sea, water, all of that. So it's understandable.
Probably didn't even get on their boat, did they? They just swam right to the island.
Mm-hmm. If you are wondering, I've prepared for this. If you are wondering why Team Genie hasn't reached out to you in a quite some time, their crew of the ship that they were on sort of barred them from doing such, because the crews that you all have with your ships are very much under the belief that they are part of this search and in competition with others. So they found out, and they were not able to reach out. But I do know that you should maybe hold tight, because once they get to level 5, after their little stead in the time room, there might be a little information that they'll send you away when they can.
I'm sorry, they're
Level
going to level
4?
5?
I mean 4, sorry.
Okay.
What is happening in my head?
Just gonna write can't count.
Okay, so
Wait, how many teams?
Team-
How many teams are still in level 3 besides us?
Team,
So there's 4 through. There's 10 left, which means there are 6.
so Dragon, Hydra, Genie, and Kraken are all through?
Correct.
Egg's
In that
team
order?
isn't one of those? Is it?
Yes, in that order.
Yeah, Egg is Hydra.
Oh.
Kraken was actually close behind Genie. They were sort of following them the entire time.
Wow.
That's good to know.
Their ship was underwater.
What? Oh, they all breathe water. Oh.
It's a little bit of an advantage if you ask me, but who knows what other advantages others might have on other levels.
Wish we had an advantage.
Well, I have money for you if you would like.
Money's an advantage.
That
Yes.
would be lovely.
Now, each of you have a specific sponsor this time.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes. It's a fruit of a lot of work on my part.
And we greatly appreciate it.
Yes.
Is there
Doing
actual fruit
wonderful.
involved?
Yes.
Cool.
Now, who would like to know their sponsor first?
Me.
Umbran. There is an association called Hags United, and they
Still,
have
the hags are back at it again.
they have
Canari just
very
snaps.
much enjoyed what you have been doing. with Golgatula, the meetings and how you have treated her. So they have given you this. And he snaps, and in his hands appears a basket of onions, and then he hands it to you.
Wonderful! Moxie! I'm assuming fruit.
Are onions fruit?
I don't know.
It's a root vegetable.
So not fruit.
Oh, but they're good in stew. We can add them to the mushrooms.
Yeah, but they're not a fruit. And I don't want fruit in a stew, so.
Well, they're not. I fail to see the issue here. Then, if they're not fruit and they're not in the stew, what?
I was just saying that they're not a fruit. That's all.
Oh, okay. Well, can I put them in the stew then? Because they're not.
Yeah, do it. Dude, I trust your cooking. Do whatever you want.
Okay. Wow, this is. I can't tell if we're fighting or not. Are we fighting?
No, never.
Not with you.
Just pets. Her face.
Moxie's still a little whacked out on cold medicine. Don't worry.
Umbran, you are the only one to have 2 sponsors.
2?
Yes.
It's so popular. I love that.
Yes. The audience finds you endearing. So, you also receive 300 gold pieces, courtesy of a mysterious donor.
Oh.
Anonymous, and preferred it to be that way.
And that could be either very bad or very good. I love those surprises.
Who wants to go next?
Yeah, okay.
Moxie, you have actually received a sponsorship from the Church of Eldath.
Oh, okay, cool.
More than likely for obvious reasons, and they hope that this 300 gold pieces and, well, first they hope that the 300 gold pieces treats you well, and they also sent this single oak leaf that has been pressed and sealed in wax.
Cool. Did they say what to do with it, or?
They told you that you should contemplate what it is like to be a leaf.
Well, that's gonna go well.
Wait,
Moxie
to
just
be
lays on the
leaf
ground.
or to be leaf?
Be a leaf.
Okay.
This oak leaf.
Okay, well. Yeah, sure.
They say that once you find what you and this oak leaf have in common, you'll reach enlightenment. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
All right, Braenna, you have been given 250 gold pieces by Paragon Brews, the leading seller of alcohol in the Magisterium, as well as a 6-pack of their Zenith Porter. They're hoping that if you continue a good relationship and survive the games, that you will be able to do some celebrity appearances. That's how they put it.
How much did you get in gold?
And endorsements. That was 250.
And beer?
And beer. A 6-pack of Zenith Porter.
Well, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure this won't last this checkpoint, but that, and she holds up the 6-pack, but that is cool.
Oh, they said that it is artisanal beer.
Ooh, because that's so important to Braenna.
They want your endorsements.
Are you telling
They will
Braenna
pay
that
you.
she needs to drink the beer slowly? Because I don't think that's gonna.
And then turn to the cameras.
To drink it slowly and savor it.
You need the right after.
So I should not drink it here, is what you're saying. The cameras the cameras aren't in here, right?
In the checkpoint, but the cameras aren't in your room, and the cameras aren't in the scryer chambers. So you could drink one now, and they would still see.
Okay, well, good, because this one's already open. So
you all looked away, and then it looked back when it's open.
And so she does, and it's terribly acted, but she's like, and like, so good. And it's like, it's terrible, like, but she, yeah. No, the beer's not terrible. The acting is terrible.
Who wants to go next?
I'll change this to
Sure.
6.
Oh.
5.
The two most modest leave themselves for last.
Was that Quintilius saying that?
Yes.
Canari just like does one of these at him.
All right, I will choose Canari. You're going last. Vrexil.
Fair enough.
The Library of Nanaskis has seen your love of books and of unlocking the mysteries of the universe and believes you may be a good custodian of their dark archives. If you would like to take that position after surviving the dungeon sphere.
What about me gives dark archives?
Flashback to the dark archives.
Flashback to Vrexil holding out his bleeding arm over a chalice to pay for a library book. They're like, that's some dark art shit.
Hell yeah.
Vrexil doesn't see it. He's just like,
They also gave you 100 gold pieces and then this robe of eyes
Ooh.
from the dark archives.
Is it a gnome-sized robe of eyes?
Yes.
No,
Okay.
it's a full robe. And
I kind of wanted it to be.
It just drags on the ground.
I want it to be like a snuggie of eyes, just like.
It's
covers
it's-
the whole neck.
for a medium-sized creature, but like maybe on the shorter side. It should
You
fit
can
you.
cut it
They
apart.
hemmed it a little bit before they sent it. Don't worry about it.
He hands it to
One
you.
for Braenna and one for
He hands it to you, but it's like packaged. I cannot stand it looking at me. And then that's it for you. And then Canari, you're being requested to join Combat Cooking, a game show on Vision where you cook while battling monsters, and then the monsters you kill you can use as ingredients. They hope that offer will be much more tantalizing with this 250 gold pieces and a mithril ladle, and hope that that will incentivize your participation in their game show.
I will
Be careful.
definitely consider it.
And the mithril ladle, he hands it to you gently.
What do we do with it?
It's so pretty.
And that is the sponsorships.
I mean, congratulations on your new role as a game show contestant. Like Canari is going to be known for across the series.
No. Is the mithril ladle just like a fancy ladle, or is it like
Made of mithril.
Right. Okay. So it's super light.
It's very light, but unbendable.
Oh, Canari like.
I mean, it's a little
Wyatt am
flexible.
thrown
It's not
off
gonna be
guard,
like...
but Canari totally is just like, oh, I've always wanted one of these. Just like, do you understand how expensive mithril cookware is? It takes forever to order, and then you just have to. You're better off mining it yourself.
Do you believe they mentioned that if you need to cook stealthily,
It's great for cooking stuff.
will give you advantage?
I'm gonna make a stealthy crepe. I'm gonna add a custom item that says mithril ladle.
Well, that's it. Can I leave now?
Bye.
Goodbye. I have a pedicure to get to.
Oh, that's nice.
He snaps and then he disappears.
Quintilius is like, I'm so busy all the time. I'm all so overworked. I have a pedicure. Bye.
Do you think if I call him back in like 10 minutes, he'll be like mid pedicure, or like I don't know anything about this?
Well, that was fun. Vrexil, do these onions do anything, or?
I'll bet they do something to the robe of eyes.
Boo. Boo.
I'm not mentally healthy enough to deal with this right now.
This is what you caused. Look at what you have wrought.
I would apologize. That's on me. Vrexil, could you identify these onions and see if they do anything?
I can't right now, but I can after a rest.
Okay. Tomorrow we'll find out what the onions do.
Yes.
The checkpoint is spread out before you. You all are holding your new items and whatever remains of the food that you just took from the ship. Covered in a thin layer of mud and dirt.
Well, are we gonna stay here tonight-ish, I guess? Or are we gonna try to...
Well, doesn't it have the weird time thing here where we're here for 8 hours or whatever, but then we go back to the same time? Or is that something else? Is that the other ones?
That's in between levels.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna be gone for 8 hours and we're gonna freak them out.
Or we could go back. There's nothing saying we have to sleep here tonight.
That's true.
Yeah.
I guess that's why...
Yeah.
I mean, do you all find the sleeping conditions on the ship to be acceptable?
Yeah, they're fine. They're whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on if we want to keep going there. I mean, we could just stop here for a moment to do any shopping and get cleaned up and call home really quick and then just head right back on out.
Yeah, I just don't want them to be like, you were just gone for like a whole day and we didn't know where you were and we went completely in the more different direction than we needed to go.
I mean, they don't know what direction they're going.
We have no say on which direction we go, so that part doesn't matter. But people might get suspicious if we are gone for...
Okay, so we'll take care of business and meet back in like, I don't know, 3-ish hours maybe at the most.
There is something I do need to do at one of the rooms in the checkpoint. I would like to do that today, I'm not sure the next time we'll get to do one, so...
There's some stuff I want to buy, so...
Yes, I'm also interested in purchasing items.
When Tilius reappears...
Oh, God.
Oh, I forgot
How's
to
your
mention.
pedicure going?
You actually look down, and his toes are, like, spread out with, like, little things. I can't believe I forgot to mention this. This checkpoint has a bathhouse spa.
Oh.
So, use that to get clean, and then he leaves.
Is he trying to say something?
He's just being his usual self. I don't know. He'll probably just need another brand before things start to sink in. I'm gonna go get
cleaned up, yes.
Yeah, I guess that's probably a good idea.
So where to?
The spa.
Why are you so sad?
Because he's rude about it.
Dirty. It's not like we chose to roll around in dirt. I mean, we did a little bit.
As it kind of we did.
We did jump into a giant hole full of mushrooms, but...
So, as you're walking along, you get into the central area with the well in the middle, still there. This circular little area is surrounded by the buildings that you may need, except they all look a little different. The signs outside are different shapes, and each of them appear to have different names as well.
Huh. Okay, well, that's cool. Maybe we won't get to see our friends this time.
I need everyone to give me a perception check.
Claudulius has been very rude to both myself and Canari several times.
Which one is that?
You know, he's the one that goes...
Oh, I don't think I've been in his store.
13.
What are we looking for?
2.
10.
I got
21.
I got a natural 20 for 24.
Braenna, you look over. You're looking around, and you look towards where the weapon shop is, and it used to be Elgar's smithery or something like that. But you see a symbol of a beard on the sign outside.
What? This is a familiar beard.
It's a very familiar beard.
Oh my gosh, okay, bye guys. I'm gonna go do some stuff.
Okay.
This is the beard on the sign. It's my family's store.
Wait, what?
Oh.
It's my it's a thing.
Moxie, what was your perception check?
22.
All right. So everyone else struggles like actually reading the text, but Moxie, with her eagle eyes, looks around, and you see that the Magic Emporium is exactly the same. But you see that the potion shop is now called Curious Concoctions. You see the Ironbeard Forge with the Ironbeard name on the side. And you see the Sunken Sailor, which is the tavern this time around. You see Hospitalities, and you go in. So it's an inn. And then Nebazar's Mundane Menagerie, which is replacing the general store. And then you see Regalia's Bathhouse and Spa. It's a new building that seems to be occupying an empty space that was there. It was an empty space prior to this level.
Okay. Moxie would probably just kind of point all of that out.
And Braenna, you run full speed.
Yep, 100%.
Towards the Ironbeard Forge, a much smaller replica of your forge. And you hear clinking inside.
I go in. I instinctively reach for the key that would unlock it normally, but it's unlocked because it's, you know.
It is unlocked. And the bell, and you just see a muscular dwarven fella with like the beard and bulging muscles, and he's sweaty, and his shirt's like, it's one of those like button rolled sleeves and whatever, and he's just clinking away. I'll be with you in a second.
Do I know who it is?
And it's your father.
Dad, what are you doing here?
He looks up. Braenna, is that you?
Yes, how are you here? This is I don't understand. I didn't know that this
Before
was a
you
thing.
can finish the sentence, he just like barrels towards you and then hits you with this like tackle, and you're firm against it so you don't like stumble or anything. But
yeah.
You kind of like get knocked a little bit, so you end your sentence, and he's just all sweaty and gross, and he smells like the burning forge, just like home, and he squeezes you real tight.
Braenna returns.
Dad, or is it a hologram of her dad?
And it is flesh and blood.
Flesh and blood, Dad.
Dad, I'm
He
so
puts
confused.
his
How are you
hands
here?
around your
And
shoulders.
then she's like hug, and like she's still got the beard from the Belt of Dwarven kind, so she looks different.
Look at that beard.
It came in 20 years too early, Dad. It's not supposed to be here yet. But it's this. I got this belt. It's so cool.
Well, he wipes away a tear. Your beard looks like Rand's. Anyway, I couldn't tell you before now, and I've been waiting for a while now. But pulled some strings. You know, I had my connections.
You're charging the other teams more, right?
No, I had to agree in writing that I would not favor your team and treat you any differently than any other team in regards to the shop here. So,
Can I just use the stuff and upgrade myself myself instead, and then you won't be favoring me? It's just me doing what I do anyways.
you could have been doing that anyway, actually.
Oh. Nobody tells me these things. You think I'm supposed to know that? I don't, Dad. This is what not. I didn't come in. That's not why I'm here, because I'm not the smart one. That's not how it works.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I want to make my let me in the back, because I want to make my shield a +1.
it will still cost the same in terms of materials to get them.
That's lame.
They didn't want you getting any advantage, and so that's why I can't treat you differently. But you're here.
I am here, and you're here. Oh my gosh!
He's crying again.
Braenna's like, this is the best thing ever. Oh my god! Oh my god!
When you get here, and he then pushes you back a little bit and says, "Let's grab a drink, little pea."
That would be good. That would be fun. Yes.
Wait, what you got in your hand there?
I got beer. It's a fancy thing. I'm gonna try to remember. It was
Zenith.
Zenith something. Yep.
From Paragon Brews.
Yes. It was that.
Let's go drink.
Yes.
And so you go. He closes the door and he turns the little sign that says closed. And then yeah, the rest of you, what have you all been doing during this time?
I would like to go to the magic items shop.
I will join you.
Right. So, you go to the magic item shop, and everything's the same. The inventory is different, but you open up, and you hear the ramblings of a little gnomish man in the corner. I can't believe that they made me remake my inventory. I had everything perfect, everything. He's like readjusting some stuff, and this is such a bother.
Hey.
He turns, his face looks at you, and with like wide, crazy eyes. How are you back? You
I don't think I've ever been here.
talking to that one behind you?
Oh.
I'm sure whatever transgressions we've had hardly matter because I do not remember them.
Neither do I. Come in. What can I do you for?
Um,
I have lots of things.
Lots of new things, Claudulia.
Yes. I mean, I have many things, but they don't let me sell everything. And then they forced me to change everything for this level. And he's not a hologram. He is flesh and blood.
Has he always been flesh and blood, or is that new?
It's new.
It's like your place of normal work, or are you just hopping around?
No. I signed a contract to be here.
Oh, cool. Cool.
If you're referring to the previous encounters, when I was more ghostly, that's because they cut some corners with funding because they were over budget already.
Oh no, so the doors were true.
I'm just curious. Looking at all the things you have, can I wear a cloak and a robe?
You would probably get really sweaty.
That's fine. I sweat all the time anyway, so it's not different.
Well, then I don't see why not.
Also, sometimes it gets cold out there, you know how it goes.
Indeed.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Trying to think. I have a couple things that I want to buy.
All right.
Speaking of sweaty, Claudulius, are you always so perspirant?
No. Not in the slightest. But this whole transition has been a lot more on fragile little Claudulius than you would think.
Truly, the tragedy for all.
Fascinating.
But they will not keep Claudulius down.
Yeah, you seem like the type to get back up again.
Indeed.
Oh, so favorable. Claudulius, I would love to make a purchase.
All right, but...
Yeah, you go first. I'm trying to think.
All right. What would you like?
I pick up the Amulet of Attunement and I set it down on his counter.
If you've got the coin, it's yours.
I certainly do have the coin.
Indeed. 690 gold pieces. And this amulet will be yours. They told me to up my creepy magic shop.
Oh,
Vibe.
it's not working.
No, I find you pretty creepy, so.
I find you just so darling, Cladulius, especially when it looks like you're ready to pee yourself from fear.
Been very stressful, especially because they're back.
Who's they?
The mean ones.
Who's that?
There's
Any
a
more
flashback
information?
to
Oh,
when you all
cool.
discussed, when some of you saw, and then it was later discussed, a half-orc with impeccable Sunday fashion, and
Oh, they don't like us.
a goblinoid with a massive sword, and Cladulius having a very emotional moment after they had left.
Damn, I'm sorry.
Yes. It's
What
okay.
happened with Team Empyrean?
Two of them on the team, they know where to cut, where it's really deep.
They seem like the type.
The one in the hat and the pink dress knows exactly how to find your insecurities and then make you feel really bad about yourself.
Oh, I would love to talk to her.
And then the other one, oh, I've never seen a stairs so cold.
Oh my goodness. Does he
Yeah.
sell the magic weapons?
No,
Okay.
that would be the onion beards.
Got it. I just wanted to make sure. I'm new to the whole magic thing.
Right, so am I.
But I would like this mage thread shirt.
All right.
I'm assuming is what it would be. Or is it just thread and I have to make the shirt?
Oh, it's
Is it cheaper if I buy just the thread?
it's a brand.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So if you get to here's the mage thread. It's a full
Moxie,
garment.
I don't know if mage armor stacks with unarmored defense.
I mean, mage armor is 13 plus
Plus
your.
Just plus dex.
Just plus.
So
Okay.
I don't
yeah.
know
I
if you
don't
can
know
add
this.
your wisdom on top of that.
No.
Unarmored defense is a monk.
It's whatever is highest. That's what you get.
Got it. Okay, then never
Yeah,
mind.
I
I
don't
won't
have
buy
two options.
this.
Oh, well, I guess.
I got other stuff. Hang on. There's more.
Let's put the mage thread back.
All right. I did like that shirt,
If
but
you wish.
It's so sweet. Oh, I just want to hug you.
Don't touch me.
Oh, I love how terrified your eyes are. You're just the whole roller coaster of emotions. I was not looking forward to coming in here, but now I don't know if I can bear to leave.
Well, you can stay as long as you have coin that you keep spending. Did I give you what you wanted yet? Yeah, damn it. Did you give me my money?
you know, I'm gonna just stand here for a minute and look at the things if someone else would like to.
Did Umbran
Yeah.
give him the money?
Yes, I did.
All right.
For
counting
the
the
paper
pieces.
birds, do they come? Is a single paper bird 21 gold, or is it for the whole?
A single
One-
piece of paper with enchantments on it, augmentations to allow it to do what it does. It's a intricate process because it's just paper, so a lot can go wrong.
I think I'm going to get 3 of those.
3 paper birds would be
Paper bird.
63 gold pieces.
I hand it over.
Thank you.
Would you be able to tell me what this quartz pig does?
Yes! 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 Have you ever owned a piggy bank?
Yeah,
That's exactly like that.
I just
Except-
put money in it and it holds it for me.
Well, yes, but if you so desire, you can have the the pig, you can spend gold pieces that you have stored in the pig to transform it into greater and greater versions of itself. The more money that you let the pig consume, the stronger it is.
Like for attacking things, or?
Yes, or for sniffing.
Okay.
You know, pigs are very good truffle hunters and make very good trackers by scent.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait on that one, and I'm gonna get this camel and the dog.
The garnet camel.
Yeah.
And the onyx dog. I see. So that will be 291 gold pieces.
Okay, well, you know, the easy come, easy go. That's what I just spent my Eldath money on, basically.
Yes, well, if you don't know, the garnet camel can be used as pours out water almost endlessly. So always have water. But you can also transform it into a camel that is expeditiously hasty across the desert sands. Or
Cool.
beaches, since you're kind of on the ocean right now.
Yeah. Seems helpful.
But Julius, do you buy magic items for chance?
I do! I bought them from you! I think? Maybe.
Maybe? I don't remember.
I bought...
It's been so long to Julius.
I bought one from the one with the dream spirit inside.
Tell me, how do you feel about this eyeball? And I sit down the cleric's eye.
Oh, the cleric's eye. Well, I mean, this is a pretty common item. So I could give you like 5 gold pieces.
No,
Well, actually,
gosh darn
6
eyeball.
gold pieces. How about that? Is that more tantalizing?
Not
7!
particularly. I don't know. Moxie, do you think we could use the cleric's eye? I mean...
It senses undead. It looks in any direction. You actually see that it's like looking into like a corner of the shop. Pay no mind!
I don't. I never do. Not to you, my darling. It's just so stupid to carry a cleric's eye. I mean, we have a literal cleric.
Mm-hmm.
We
I
have
don't know how
two.
she feels about eyeballs.
But what if they lose their
That's
eyes?
true.
If they lose their eyes, then you're screwed.
Could we put the eye in someone if they lose their eye? Does it work like that?
I could probably do a full price. Just always know the presence of undead. They'll probably just get a little, like, pain in their eyeball when it happens. You know, when someone, like, has a bum knee and they can sense the weather.
I don't know.
Do you think you're gonna have these amulets of attunement the next time we see you?
Probably.
Okay. Then I'm
You spend much more time in these earlier levels than the next levels, and so the end of the war probably won't be switching as fast.
Alright, well then I'm gonna take my animals, and that's all for today. Thank you.
Alright, enjoy your animals, and if you're starting a zoo, you should probably get real animals.
No,
No.
that's a lot of work.
Alright.
Oh, what about this deck of illusion?
Oh, you're selling it!
Yes, to sell. It's not very combat oriented.
He's gonna grab and start shuffling and like pull out the cards and... Yeah, I see. Well, you have one of the cards missing, I believe.
Yes, I pulled out something stupid.
Mm-hmm. And that doesn't diminish the value quite much, but of course it will diminish a little bit. So how about 23 gold pieces? I could probably sell it for about 47.
Fine. Garbage at this point.
23 gold pieces for you?
I'll take it.
I'm gonna add that to my inventory.
Do you think I'm gonna regret not having those goats?
I already have goats.
Yeah, you already have
The
goats.
ivory goats?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, then I won't buy those.
yep. I can. Canari will. Canari will give you the goats if you want the goats.
Yeah, I want to keep all of
Yeah, I
the
want to
friends
know.
together. I just want like a little menagerie, like a glass menagerie, but it's all different.
Moxie's menagerie.
Do Canari and Vrexil want to head to the magic shop? Or are you heading to the spa and bathhouse first?
Vrexil at some point during this would probably walk into the magic shop and just kind of like, ooh, what's this top hat? And just grab it and like kind of put it on his head.
Yeah. But do you want to do it while they're there or later?
I'll do it while they're there. While they're having a very like creepy interaction, he's just kind of walking in like, ooh.
And yeah, you hear Vrexil pop in. Canari?
Canari would probably follow him just to like get it done, and then I think she's pretty, just for right now, I think she's pretty quick in and out.
Canari, you see as you're walking along a little gnome in a suit, a purple suit. And he's looking at you all, and he has a cup of coffee in his hand, and he just takes a sip.
Hi there. I like your suit.
You talking to me?
Well, I don't know of anybody else that I could be talking to. Do you want me to cast the invisibility so I can look around and see if you have a friend?
That's a lot.
Well,
I'm gonna tell you that's a lot.
Okay, well, you're the one sitting outside, well, standing outside technically in a bright purple suit asking if I am talking to you when you're clearly the only one visible.
I don't know why you're upset.
I'm not upset. You... Okay, well, what is it? Do I intrigue you?
No. He takes a sip of his coffee, stares directly at you.
All right, well, this was lovely. Take care. I'll probably see you around.
He takes a sip of his coffee, holds it. I'll see you around too.
What?
I'm gone. And he snaps his fingers and poofs away.
Do I have a second level spell slot? Hold on.
What do you mean?
I got 2 more slots, baby. I'm gonna cast the invisibility immediately after he poofs.
You actually see. You're looking around. Your perception is high enough. He actually just cast Misty Step to teleport 30 feet away, but like sneakily, like in a position.
Amateur.
Hello.
He's just like walking the opposite direction. Nah.
Oh, bleh. Kind of just like sticks her tongue out and just walks into the magic shop, just muttering to herself. She's like,
you all hear Canari entering in.
Every time there's just a random person that just stares and thinks they're mysterious, but really they're just standing there and all these other things. I don't know what the deal. Hi, Claudius.
Canari, come see Claudius. He's flesh and blood and vulnerable.
Wait, what?
You see Moxie holding 2 like little like statuettes of.
I'll take the ivory goats out of my bag and just like set
just
it
like stack it on top of the other ones.
Yeah, so I'll take that off of my inventory for you.
Sweet, thanks.
Hello.
Hi, Claudius.
How are you?
Look at how nervous he is. His eyes are twitching with fear.
One. Oh, I'm supposed to be creepy. I sense spirits within you.
Yeah, we've known this since the first episode. We got attacked on level 2. You didn't really do anything either, but you were a hologram, so that's fine. I won't hold it against you.
I probably wouldn't have done anything in the first place. I'm very fragile.
Look at him. Oh.
Can Canari notice that he's like very sweaty?
What'd you roll? Yeah, you notice it. If Umbran can notice it, you notice it.
What? Are you all right? You look like you.
Oh well. I don't want to talk about it. It's too much. You tell them. He has a wizard hat, and so he just like pulls it over his head.
He doesn't like that other team with the well-dressed orc or goblin. I don't really remember the team makeup.
He had an unfortunate encounter with Team Empyrean, and it's made him very nervous.
And apparently they're here.
Still here.
Oh,
and
great.
He's trying to be creepy, but it's so sweet. I just want to squeeze him.
Well, the contract stipulates that I need to play a character. But I hate the character.
Annoying wasn't a good enough character for them?
No, it wasn't. I tried to pitch
I thought
this
loud and obnoxious fit very well for you.
It does. It's actually my preferred state of being.
We could tell. We knew.
Also, contractually, I can't do anything about the rude team. I can't deduce prices, reduce prices. I can't change prices.
Have you tried swarming them with paper birds?
I did that one time, but
to me.
Oh yeah, it was you. No, you're the only person I've done that to.
Right, and I have always thought we were very nice and cordial to each other, and I haven't made you cry.
You end up talking a lot.
Right. That's my whole thing. You have a whole thing about trying to be creepy, and I have a thing about talking to people. Because I enjoy talking to people.
Do you have money?
Yes, I was trying to get to that point, but then you started sweating again.
It's so cute.
What do you want? And you, take that top hat off of your head. You don't know what you'll do.
You look fabulous, though.
It is very nice.
Yeah, very fancy.
Actually, in fact, it is quite dashing.
Vrexil just takes his entire gold pouch and throws it on the counter.
Oh, hold on.
Should we check that?
Can Canari catch it really quick?
Yeah, you can roll me a sleight of hand check to see if you catch it.
Natural 20.
Ooh. All right, you catch it out of the air. Good catch. That might have broken my ribs.
Right. All right. I'll count out the money for the.
It actually is all of my gold pieces.
Oh.
Precisely all of them.
Wow. Okay. That was not intentional.
And just was like, never mind. Okay, here you go.
Well, my lad, that top hat contains lots of magic within.
Oh, I know.
And to activate this magic, you must say the command word. Command phrase, actually. Do you want to know what it is?
I assume that.
Well,
it's probably like written on the inside seam, isn't it?
If it's not neat, I want to be really sad.
Tell you, every time you cast a spell, in order to make it work successfully, you have to yell out the following.
Oh no.
Presto, bingo. That's it. That's the secret.
Now, I know that this thing has multiple spells in it. Does that work? Does the hat get confused if does it know? So like inflection, is that how you change which?
No.
Details, sir.
No, you just say presto, bingo, and then magic happens. Okay. Try it.
Presto, bingo? And Vrexil teleports like on top of one of the shelves. Like,
you look ridiculous. You don't have to say that. I lied.
No, I'm committing. Presto, bingo every time.
No. What have I created?
A monster. I don't know. It's just entertainment.
My favorite monster, Vrexil von Chomsky.
With an oversized top hat. Kind of like it keeps slipping down, and he has to like.
You may add
a new robe and a top hat. I feel like we should get you a big curly mustache.
You may add a top hat of mischief to your inventory, and it is not attunement.
Yeah.
Canari is going to so just the basic +1 bonus for the Amulet of the Devout. That's 251 gold pieces.
Yes.
Cool. Canari will count that out. So she'll do that. And then there aren't any caps of water breathing.
No. But Olive Branch over at Curious Concoctions she has some potions of water breathing. That will be very helpful for you.
What did you get, Canari?
I got the Amulet of the Devout.
I also have a very, very special magic item that I would like to sell you. It is rare. Beyond imagination.
I'm listening.
It is this. A deck of illusions for 821 gold pieces.
She just sold that to you.
Canari mind links with him and she's just like, listen. I have seen Umbran carry this for many, many days now.
You are flesh and blood now. You are so vulnerable and soft. Oh, I want to stab you so much.
Canari doesn't actually. Canari just says, "Don't make me haunt your nightmares."
Fine. And he puts it away.
Fair enough.
How about this? He pulls out a monocle. This is Monocle of Discerning Vitality.
Well, your prices have gotten a little bit steeper recently, so I'm just interested in the amulet. Thank you.
All right. Well, if you ever have anything to trade,
Cordelia, how much do you know about rare books?
Oh, well, I myself am not quite familiar with many rare books. Books of magical power are usually beyond my reach, unfortunately, because there's usually only one.
So you wouldn't happen to know anything about this? I'm gonna set down the Tome of the Boogeyman on the counter.
What is that?
A rare book I found.
Why is it throbbing?
I assume
why isn't it throbbing?
You just look at it and it's just like flesh throbbing underneath.
It undulates, but I don't find that odd for a book.
Umbra, do you want me to identify that too?
Yes, if you could add that to the pile, perhaps. The onions and the throbbing book.
I have never seen that before in my life.
It's a little spooky.
Yes.
But isn't that what you're all about now?
That is correct. Wait. Are you sure that you don't want to sell it to me?
Well, it depends. How much would you give me? I feel like whatever you say is going to be an abominable price. Pathetic.
I'll trade you for this monocle.
Oh, Cladelius, and I pull out a knife and I'm all like, real quick, just one stab for the road.
That's an overreaction.
No, I've been dying to do it. Well,
he's a nice guy, don't stab him.
But he's so pathetic.
Don't make me use an anti-magic zone to end your heart.
So much fun, just a quick.
All right, well, why don't we maybe go to the curious concoctions? Let's leave. Goodbye. Pushing out the door.
Okay, bye. Come again.
Cool.
I do want to go get a potion of water breathing.
All right, before we do that,
probably
we're gonna take a 10-minute break because I have to pee.
Okie dokie.
We'll be back in approximately 10 to 15 minutes, I think.
That is correct.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We will begin with Canari re-entering the magic shop.
Sorry, one other thing. And Canari will lay down 26 gold and get the Rooster of Courage.
Oh. You're the first person to recognize the Rooster of Courage's brilliance. Indeed.
It's cute, I like it. Anyway, hope you have a good...
Do you well.
Hope you have a good day, Julius.
You see Vrexil still like kind of stuck up on the shelf of like, I don't want to use it again.
Canari will use her last she'll do Channel Divinity and then use a bonus action to Steps of Night. So she just like comes up and gets Vrexil and brings him back down, and then waves at Cladelius and then heads back out and dismisses the.
That was actually very adorable. Thank you for letting me watch.
You're welcome.
Cladelius, Pearl of Power. How much would you give me for it?
Oh, Canari walks back in with Vrexil.
Oh, Pearl of Power
Oh.
is sought after. Let me see. It's of uncommon value. How about 300 gold pieces for it?
I'll think about that and get back to you. Bye.
All right. Many of your enemies want them, and I can sell it for a high price.
Here's an uncommon magic item. I'll give you 20 gold for it. Here's an uncommon magic item. I'll give you 300.
I'm thinking, I mean, there is a range, but yeah.
Tap him.
Oh, sorry, it wasn't 300. It was 299.
I'm gonna sit outside Cladulius' shop and stare at him all night in his flesh and blood form. Oh. Never mind.
And-
Keep going.
So, were you wanting to buy something else, Vrexil, or were you just stuck on the top shelf?
Oh no, I mean, Vrexil can jump down, but that's neither comfortable for him nor like good for the floor. Because.
All right, so you all head back out to the Curious Concoctions. Inside is a very nice shop. It's very green. There are actually some vines and flowers all around, and there's just potions that are. It's almost like a Bath and Body Works for potions, just all around. And no, I don't like that voice.
Oh, keep doing it, Jeff. You gotta commit.
No,
Commit.
I'm a man.
I want to go to war.
Oh, hello.
I seen that TikTok.
My name is Olaf Branch. It's very nice to see you in my shop. You look and you see this slender, hippie-like furball with like flowers down the very long ponytail and the floppy ears and the broad nose. How are you?
You know, here.
Oh yeah, we are all here.
Now, you know of potions, correct?
Take a look around.
Do you know of poisons?
Yes.
Will you buy poison?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. I have some poisons to sell.
All right.
First off,
I am very excited to see.
an Umbran Orion
Very exciting.
original. It's this toxic web potion I've concocted specifically as this, which I have made it to be, yes.
So, what does it do?
It casts the web spell, but it's poisonous to anyone who touches it.
Oh. And this is an original concoction.
Yes.
Oh, one of a kind.
Yes. Oh, okay, as I say. You won't find another one like it. And most certainly not because I can't accidentally replicate it again. So
How
I could make more if I desired.
can you answer just one question?
Yes.
How toxic is the poison?
Very.
Is that a deception check?
I don't remember.
Is it in
No.
it's on your sheet?
It might be in my notes, but it definitely isn't on my sheet. I know how toxic the corpse flower poison is. Let's check. Let's check. Oh. Do you know, Jacob?
Oh, just roll me a deception check in general, because
Sure.
you're still trying to be deceptive since you don't really know yourself.
I do not know.
What spell is that based off of? Though I mean the web spell, and then
With extra poison.
Yeah. That is a 15 plus 7, 22.
Oh, you don't say. Well, I could probably give you 250 gold pieces for this.
That seems fair, of course. Bank, my god.
She sprinkles some dust over it when you put it onto the shelf, and then it just like slowly fades out of existence. Now, if you do want to browse.
Oh no, I've got more. Don't worry.
You may feel free. Well,
I have 2
your
vials
friends.
of corpse flower toxin. These ones also quite poisonous. About 4d6. If those interest you at all.
Well, I don't know what that means. By the way, all of the potions are on displays shelves, and there's little labels underneath each. And there's like an entire row or an entire wall dedicated to just healing potions, but they're all different flavors: cherry, blueberry, boysenberry, and a lot of rhubarb. Okay. Well, the corpse flower is quite a dangerous plant. And you killed it?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, we did.
And you have 2?
Yes, 2 vials.
All right. How does 500 gold sound?
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
They are raw materials, so if it was a complete potion, I would pay more.
Oh no, it's fine. Take it.
All right. Hinga-dinga-durga. That's what I'm thinking in my head the entire time. Offensive to Germans. I'm part German, it doesn't matter.
I think that what I have, I do have Yugolos pus, but I think I want to keep that.
Oh. Oh, well then. If you change your mind, that would fetch a hefty price.
Do you think you can put this eyeball in a potion, perhaps?
Is that the cleric's eye?
Yeah. I don't know if you do anything with eyeballs.
I don't believe I can.
No worry, I'll find some use for it. That's everything I have.
You all see behind her desk is a single shelf with a single glowing potion that's swirling around. It's silvery, and the label is Potion of Metempsychosis. Does anyone else want to buy anything?
Yeah. Can I get 2 water breathing potions and 1 gas form potion?
Yes, you can. 250 gold pieces.
Okay, cool. I'll give one of the water breathing potions so that Vrexil has one.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for your business.
Could I sell this and Canari will put down the filter of love?
This is definitely the place you would sell that, yeah?
Okay.
Well, that is a filter of love.
Do you have 1 or do you have 2?
I traded 1 so we could get the Dwarven Thrower.
Right, yeah.
So I just have the 1 left, and I don't think I'll use it anytime soon.
It's a pretty minor enchantment, so I would give it you 50 gold.
Sure.
And 50 gold is given to you. She sprinkles dust on it, and then it slowly fades out of existence.
And then could I also get a potion of water breathing?
Yeah. You pull
Great.
it off the shelf and then set it down and pay her.
Cool. That's 100 gold again. Okay. Cool. Out of curiosity, what does the potion behind you do?
Oh, that? Oh, yeah. Do you know about the cycle of birth and rebirth?
Pretty familiar, yes.
This speeds up that process and destroys your current form and who you are and reincarnates you with all of your memories and everything intact, but maybe with different abilities, strengths, weaknesses, but that would be up to you. You get to choose your new form.
It's like the respec button in a video game.
I've never heard of somebody being able to change their own form with a reincarnation.
Anything's possible in the dungeon sphere. Yeah.
Would that just be in the dungeon sphere? Like if I left the dungeon sphere, would my form be this?
No. It would be permanent.
Cool.
Well, you can restore yourself with wish or with that divine intervention.
One day.
So essentially you can use it and you can change your species, gender, class features, and race, species, lineage, like everything, height, weight, but you retain all of your memories of who you were. It's a reset if anyone like wants to ever reset their character.
If anybody ever has 5,000 gold to throw at a reroll, you know, instead of just
Oh yeah, you would reroll all of your ability scores too, or like do, yeah, you do that.
you know, the concept of just coming in as a new character. Now you can pay for it.
Might I interest you in a potion of flatness?
Not at this time.
That's
But I'm sure it's quite delicious. Is there an extra charge for having it rhubarb flavored?
Nope.
Nobody wants what?
Nobody wants the potion of flatness.
Can I just get the potion of water breathing? Can you like add the
Yes.
rhubarb flavor to it, or give me one that has?
She sprinkles some dust on it, and it changes color a little bit. Now
I haven't had
it is
rhubarb in
rhubarb.
forever. Thank you. Just
Pick some up on your way out, and then she like sprinkles some more dust, and then all of a sudden rhubarb just grows from the wall, like this like potted plant or whatever.
oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you.
I am a powerful arch druid.
Oh, an arch druid.
Yeah,
Canari,
That is extremely impressive, actually.
yeah.
Canari will pick some rhubarb.
It will be the best you have ever had.
I believe it.
One store has Cladulius pissing his pants anytime somebody walks in, and the next one's just an arch level 20 druid.
I love
No,
her.
Gladulius is an archmage.
Cladulius looks like if I looked at him too hard, he'd fall over.
That is also true.
Speaking of Cludulius, Vrexil will dash back in and just 325.
What?
Holds up the pearl of power.
You want to sell that for 325? Nope.
Olive Branch walks over.
You enter as you see Cladulius. He has a wardrobe opened up behind him, and you just see another Cladulius. He just slams it shut and looks back at you. I thought you were gone.
325, and I won't tell anybody about this.
Okay. How about 350? Round it up. 351.
Sure, tosses the
Okay.
pearl power.
Gives you the gold.
God, that's terrifying. Cool. And then just like runs back out.
You all look at Vrexil and he looks a little sweaty and shifty.
What is it with the gnomes in here? So sweaty, so shifty.
I'll take potion of comprehension. Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah.
Sure.
Here you go.
Here you go.
Take it off the shelf.
All right. Oh gosh, I gotta inventory now. You are gone.
Comprehend.
Actually, I already have one of those, but I didn't. I've been saving it because I'm like, I only have the one.
And now you have two, so you can use one because then you'll have the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, potions and Dungeons and Dragons just feel so.
They can be so powerful.
Like you can't use them ever.
I just
you only
always
have
use
the
them.
one, and you paid so much money for it.
I just always use them when it's like the most cinematic. Like this is when it will be like the coolest moment to use this.
I give my potions doses. Like there's 3 doses in there, so you don't have to feel like you're wasting it all the time.
Flash over to Braenna. You have both finished the Zenith Porters by now.
Oh, 100%. Those are gone.
And you will pay probably 2 gold pieces to just keep it coming. And you are not at the point where it's like a competition yet. You're just kind of like leisurely drinking, having a good old conversation, and your dad is talking about the off-site forge that he's got. Yeah, they let me create it however I wanted, so I wanted it to look just like home.
Well, that is probably a good thing, because if it's different, then everything would be weird.
Yeah, it would really throw me off. I also brought with me some of the Iron Butte specials, because one of the reasons that you can come here is to have your special ways of making things, and so if you need a modified shield, a shield of safeguarding, where if you take damage from something that you might need to dodge out of the way, like a dragon's breath or something, and you can't get away fast enough, the shield will get destroyed and save you in that moment.
That would be very useful, but I know that, well, since we can't do special deals and whatnot, that is a little more than I can afford at the moment. I'm just thinking I want to get. Yeah, I'm just thinking I want to get a little minor enhancement to my shield, make it a little better strength. I'm gonna do the 500.
We can definitely do that. I'll get it started for you tonight. One of the things that they do to us is that they make it so that we don't need to sleep, so I can just work all night.
Well, I don't know how long we're staying, though.
Oh. You're already leaving your poor old pa.
Oh.
Well, here's the thing. We're on the ship. We're on the ship, though, and I don't want them to think that we're like spooky ghosts or something, because we already got enough spooky ghosts running around Canari's Head and stuff.
Well, I suppose that's true, but you gotta do what you gotta do. But I also brought with me some of the cool enchantments that we worked on together, like the making it so that the weapons can just like flames, and then the one where the blade becomes like ghostly and you can stab through walls, and the one that makes it so that you can see like a snake, just you see what's around, bad. And then of course the one of warning, so that it can always tell you if there's danger, just like that.
That would have been
little hammers I gave you growing up.
That would have been useful like 2 layers ago.
That's true. It'll always be useful, though. Especially in the later levels that I can't tell you anything about.
You know stuff?
Maybe.
You should definitely not tell me anything about what's coming up, Dad.
I definitely shouldn't. Mm-mm. Can't even tell your mother. She's been pretty busy running the fort by herself and taking care of your kids, but she wanted me to be here just as much as I wanted to be here.
Now this is a great surprise. Have you guys heard anything with Scorn's family?
Oh yeah, that. Well, the family got off on a technicality. They're still out there.
I was like them Hammerlocks. So sneaky, like little snakes.
They were uninvited to all of our engagements for the year.
Well, I would hope so. And then Scorn's sisters, she broke it off with that little Hammerlock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not cool.
I don't know what to think about it, but I can't believe that they would do such a thing to come after my family. But there's nothing we can do at this point.
Well, we might, seeing as how everything here seems to be related to something else, we might be able to find out exactly what happened at some point. It's like, everything is, oh, well, this is like this, and this goes with that thing. So I'm assuming at some point we'll find out more about what's going on with Andre.
Right. Now, about the Andrew situation. Are you sure that what you bring back is going to be our Andrew?
Well, that's what we're trying to sort out, because we got to do some. I got this thing. I don't know. Does Braenna actually have it anymore? Or do we put it in the trunk?
The candle?
No, the oil of etherealness.
Oh, you still have it.
I still have it. Okay. I got this bottle of stuff that'll let me go and make sure that he's good. But we have to, like, I don't know. Canari's got to do something, and magic woo stuff. I don't know. And make sure that he's the right one, because we don't want him to be broken.
But Braenna, he died.
I know he died, but like, there's some crazy crap that goes on around here. Like, all the magic stuff is, there's so much weird stuff that can happen. Like, and I saw him.
I just want you to consider that what might be best for Andrew's spirit isn't to bring him back. Because you don't know what that could do to someone. Well, maybe what's best is to save his spirit, and then let him go stay with Moradin in his kingdom.
That's not what I want, Dad.
Have you ever considered what Andrew would want?
I don't think that's fair.
Are you taking notes?
Oh my god, that's so sad.
I'm so sorry. Well, you're grown. We don't have to keep talking about it. Like you said, you can do what you want.
Well, I'm gonna find him. I can ask him.
All right. Deal. Now,
but I think he's gonna come back.
Right. Now let's do the Ironbeard way and drink until we can't think. Because then that's where you find clarity and then can make your decision in the morning.
Exactly.
And
I'm
roll me a
so sorry to
Constitution saving
interrupt.
throw. Oh, sorry. Umbran pops up.
I'm
so sorry to interrupt.
Um,
They turn and their cups slosh a little bit.
Hi, I was wondering if there was an enchantment you could do for me.
Why, yes, of course.
I have a special condition with armor where it takes me an hour to take it off.
Right.
I was wondering if perhaps I could get the cast off enchantment placed on it, and it would sort of work that I could take it off.
Oh, you want to get naked? You want to get naked?
Dad, don't be crude.
Boom. Gone.
I do this weird thing where it's called integration, but it looks a lot like I'm eating it with my body. It's a strange process I don't have time to show you at the moment.
All right. So you want to be able to get rid of it?
Yeah, I was just wondering, it would be worth it to me to just be able to speed up the process significantly, if that's
If you need to.
I start the process of dematerializing studded leather out of my body. It takes a full hour to do.
Oh, no. You don't have to do that right here. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I understand.
If that was something, that would be able. And can you stack in? Would I also be able to put a +1 on a cast off? Or do they cancel each other out?
No, I can do both of those.
You can do both of them? I'd be very interested in that.
All right, and it's a deal. You just get me the leather armor.
Umbran, it's feeling like we might need to stay here the whole time, or maybe we need to at least somebody go back to make sure that they know we're not ghosty whatnots. If anybody's done, but I need my shield to be uploaded, and it's gonna take all night. And you want your thing, and it's probably gonna take all night.
I can go back and just pretend you guys are all sick or something.
I can go with you, Moxie. I mean, I was just gonna take a quick bath and then.
Yeah, I was gonna have a quick spa time, and then
I'm assuming, unless there's something else y'all want to do, we can assume that you've already headed that way together, holding hands.
Yeah, they do their best friend handshake, Sailor Moon pose, and then we skip arm in arm.
We Sailor Moon pose, and people are like, "What are you doing?"
You hear the chinking of the chain armor.
Nothing.
Umbran.
Yeah.
I have a solution for you that will make it so that you don't have to take your armor off of the enchantment.
To enchant a new piece of armor, and then when I come back to pick it up, I'll just switch it out.
I do want to call someone before we go back to the book.
I should call my parents.
I can make you a bracelet, or what's it called when it's a metal bracer? Was it just bracer?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I can make you a bracer that goes on your forearm, and it'll have some magic stones and such. And when you put it on, it'll bind to your armor and leave the crystals there. So then you activate the crystal, or you can just have the wristbands, bracer.
Yeah, I trust your judgment. You are the master craftsman.
So essentially what he's going to do is he's going to give you a bracer with a magical girl transformation apparatus. And then it will be essentially counted as part of the leather armor, the stud leather armor.
Awesome.
So you get all the benefits and you just get a fancy bracer.
Cool. That is all I had. That was a very tragic story.
The whole time.
Were you listening?
I walked so quietly. I'm so sorry. I thought one of you might notice, but I just had to stand there through it.
Enough with his nonsense. We need to drink.
Oh my god.
Barkeep.
We need more.
Bring me 10 barrels.
Hey.
Do you want me to walk over there to?
You look over and you
talk to
see
them, or?
you see a blue dragonborn who is just tending to the bar, serving drinks. You see his name tag that says Rip Stormclaw.
Oh, what a man.
Just bring it over here.
You're saying 10 barrels
What?
of ale?
I mean, that might last us most of the night, yeah?
I can do that. Glenda, watch the bar. And then he storms out the back. Stormclaw storms out a back door. And then you see a satyr pop up. Obviously Glenda. She just pops up out of nowhere. And she starts taking orders.
Ale, just like all of the ale.
And just a few moments, you'll see Rip Stormclaw come out with 2 barrels of ale over both of his arms. And then he brings them and sets them down. All right. This on your tab, Ironbeard.
Yep.
I used Ironbeard's voice.
Oh.
Is this on your tab, Ironbeard? Yeah, it is.
Are you talking to me? Okay. I was like, yes. Okay, that's fine.
No, I got this, little B. All right.
I'm not so little anymore, Dad. You know that, right?
You'll always be little to me. Then he starts crying again.
Braenna holds up a mug. To the Umbran.
Cheers. On Canari. And you, all of your ancestors pop out, and Clan Ironbeard like invokes them, and you all, they have ghost drinks.
Heck
and you
yeah.
have real drinks. Spade, you go. You clean up. You freshen up. You get massages. You get like cucumber treatments and like facials and hot towels and just incense and essential oils just all in the air. And then there are multiple private rooms in each room. When you enter, there's like a natural rock formation with a natural like hot spring coming out of the rock, pouring into a pool of like smooth stone all around. It's almost like the hot springs in the Japanese mountains, but it's all in this like 30-foot by 30-foot room. And there's just hot water, like natural steps in, and there's a table with a bowl of cherries and then 2 towels. Actually, multiple towels because this room can fit up to like 10 people. And there is also a bowl of condoms.
What do you think people do here?
Take them all. Take them all.
I don't know that I
I'll
want to
put
get
them
into
all
this.
in the bag of holding.
Vrexil's like, ah.
Where are
He
you?
just reaches in for something, he pulls out condom. 2.
Vrexil is the only one with a penis in this group.
You don't know that.
Sure.
Yeah, I think Canari's just like floating in the hot spring.
All right.
She asked Moxie
Moxie's
to
just
like
like-
throw shit. Yeah.
In the water.
Canari will eventually grab the bowl of cherries and just start throwing them and trying to like get them in Moxie's mouth.
Oh yeah, she would 100% be like jumping and then trying to catch him from like underwater like a whale.
They're both entirely naked, but cinematically the steam covers all the parts.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, just like in anything.
It's everything that goes from like this like 3D like very fantasy world to all of a sudden just be like anime style in the
Yes, exactly. Exactly that.
They do their magical girl poses and then come out after a spa
Yeah.
montage just like glowing.
There's some
There's
music
way too many
too.
oh my God. You know, like they do
Yeah.
in anime. They all just make those weird ass noises and you're like, what you guys
What
are
am
just
I
hanging
watching?
out. What's happening?
What is happening? Is Vrexil in the room with it?
I didn't think so, but apparently.
You
I just
see
meant they're
Vrexil's
making
little
weird
tufts
noises. As an
Vrexil's
anime.
little tufts of
Top
hair
hat.
just over the steam. Yeah, just poking up out of steam a little bit.
I like to think the
I
thought
can't
that
see.
Vrexil walks his whole spider mech into the hot tub.
Gotta clean it off.
I like the idea that they wouldn't notice either, and Moxie would still be doing like whale jumps to catch cherries out of the pool.
There's some soap there too, like bars of soap that you can use to scrub and clean. They're all-purpose.
Do they have one available just to like keep with us?
Commemorative soap.
Yeah, you can take a soap.
I survived the dungeon sphere. Not like that was this lousy.
No,
soap
I just want fancy soap because we
Moxie will actually grab the individual figurines of power and then start like playing with them in the water.
My God.
Hello, Mr. Goats.
All three goats are hanging out with the camel. The dog is just running around. They're having a good time.
What do you mean he doesn't drink? That is Callum talking to Braenna about Umbran not drinking.
Oh.
Everyone should drink. Why can't he?
Literally no digestive system, I'm pretty sure, right, Umbran?
No,
it would
liquids they just fall out of my head.
It wouldn't stay, and it would be a waste of a perfectly good ale, and I don't know why you'd want to do that.
I do appreciate
like a tree,
you thinking
don't you just
of
soak
me.
it up?
No, I'm not a tree, sir. Not anymore. I'm not.
Dan, I don't know you're supposed to say that kind of stuff.
He can get away with it because he's hot. If he was anyone else, I would have.
You're already
very offended.
One barrel in.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, roll me a DC 5 Constitution.
I literally can't fail.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I have a
Increase.
plus 7
barrel,
con.
Each
Con
barrel
save.
will increase.
Yeah, that's an 18. That's fine.
Yeah, your little paps rolled a 16. So you beat him this round. All right.
Dan, I feel like you're losing your step a little bit. Come on, keep up.
You're just talking cocky because you got that beard.
It's pretty great. I was fully not expecting this.
Wanted to hear together.
There was a story of a great queen of the Dwarven Kingdom, and they had a legend back then that if a Dwarven woman was given a beard by Moradin before her time, that she was always meant to rule the dwarves.
That'll be cool, but I feel like I might not be very good at that.
Not me.
All right. So that's another scene flash, and then we flash back to Vrexil.
I think at some point Vrexil would come up to the folks who were drinking and just ask Braenna's dad, like, could you, like, polish this entire thing so that it never gets dirty?
Yeah. I can do that.
Okay, cool, bye.
Wait, no, Vrexil, wait! Don't leave me!
Vrexil, you want some? You want some?
You can do that for his future son-in-law, no problem.
25 gold pieces. 25 gold pieces. And then enchantment, 500. 25. Or 500.
Wait, what?
Both
Yeah,
of you want
money.
plus ones.
Yeah.
Umbran and Braenna.
Oh.
Braenna wants a +1 on the shield. So yeah, the shield, that's 500.
Yeah, Vrexil just wants the gleaming.
You get the gleaming. You'll have it by morning. And then you just walk away on your gnome legs.
Yeah, so Vrexil climbs out of the armor and then...
Do you have a cane or anything?
No, he just doesn't go very far generally without it.
You know, I think it's been lovely spending time with all of you, but I really should go with Vrexil just in case anything was to happen. Okay, it's been lovely. I'm so sorry about your dead son and that he's probably not going to be the same when he comes back. Oh, Vrexil, don't leave me alone.
Vrexil's eyes are just like... What?
It's so scary when people talk about their feelings. Oh my god, I've never seen a grown dwarven man cry before.
He cried? Oh.
A little bit, yeah, I felt so bad.
Now I feel bad giving him that much work to do.
I mean, he's a dwarf, I'm sure.
It's literally why we're here. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm sure it helps him with the pain. Dwarves are like that, I think.
There. Vrexil's just bundled up in the row of eyes.
You are a sight to behold, my friend.
And into the bar.
Come on, Dad.
Enters.
Oh.
You ready?
Oh yeah, I mean, if you want to drink your second barrel, the DC is 7.
I still literally can't fail.
Yeah, your Paps didn't fail either.
Before we...
Oof, only a
It was
14 though.
22. I beat you, that's right. What? Before you what?
Oh, before... I think Moxie and Canari both wanted to call people back home before they left to the ship. Just whatever you're doing next scenes.
Right. Bursting into the bar are a group of 4 people that you have never seen before.
Oh, thank God.
And you immediately get a sense of tension.
We got some
off.
ale. Would you like some ale?
You see Team Triant.
There's only 4?
Yeah.
We knew that.
Did we?
There is a drow in green attire and earthy smell. There is a half-orc who appears to be almost shaman-like with a wrapped head, scarf, turban? Turban is the name. Long beard, staff. He walks with a little bit of a hunch. And then you see someone, just a human woman who appears to have a very like witchy attire, just very plain and basic. She's has a broom and she's carrying a wand. And you see a person who seems to be dressed like a warrior. A half elf with darker skin. Yeah.
They're an elf, orc, human, and half elf, you said?
Yeah. And I might have shown you what they look like before, but I'm gonna put them in the Discord again. And so I'm just gonna put it in characters.
Did they have a 5th who
They died, yeah.
who died? Okay.
We heard about them earlier on.
That's what I thought. I just want to make sure.
You hear the witchy-looking person. Her name is Lordra. I can't believe that she's here. Why would they be here? And the half-orc, Grendel. It is but fate's design, my dear. A test that we must pass. And then the drow. Her name's... What is her name? Alex. Alexis. I just don't see why fate had to put us in this situation. And then the warrior's not talking, just like looking around.
We do have some ale. What's up with you guys?
I must apologize, but we are not particularly enjoyers of brew.
Well, that's just sad for you.
We are here for salad. Salad alone.
I feel like that's an interesting thing to get in a bar.
There's no other place to eat
Salad.
except here.
Why would you want? I'm looking at my dad. Why would you eat salad at a bar?
Salad and salad alone.
Okay,
and
whatever.
They all go and sit at a nearby table, grumbling, talking to each other, and eventually someone will come and take their order.
Bring them salad, I guess.
Oh, okay, then. Braenna's over it.
And then the door bursts open, and you see 2 freshly bathed, groomed, and relaxed comrades, Canari and Moxie.
I was a sight for sore eyes. Hey guys, come meet my dad. You are, you know my dad.
Maybe. No, it hasn't been 2 hours. That would make it really late. It's been about like an hour. They had a decent massage. It was short. But,
Canari knows my dad. Moxie, do you know my dad?
No, I don't use weapons.
Hey,
Canari
nice
knows.
to meet y'all.
You remember Canari. You know Canari.
Yeah.
It's my dad, guys. He's here and he's real. Like, I poke him. He's real.
Ow.
That's wonderful.
I don't... yeah, it's fun. He's here.
Was he the one that was suspicious of me, or was that it was that Braenna's mom? At one point, wasn't there like some weird tension that Dev created for no reason?
No,
yeah, that's just Dev.
The suspicion was
I'm pretty
on
sure, yeah.
Moxie's side, I think, wasn't it?
I thought that was with my family.
No. So I remember that Braenna's parents, I think it might have been your mom, maybe it was both of them, like just like got a bad feeling from Canari or something. And it probably was related to the fact that they wanted you to marry Vrexil so that you would adopt his practices into the forge, and the family like pass it along, and you pretty much figured it out, like, at least once you shared it amongst people. It was just...
And the ancestors ship Braenna and Canari.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. But yeah, he's here and he's fixing my shield and he's doing something for Umbran. I don't even know. It's gonna be cool. He can do a lot of fun stuff.
Wonderful.
But he won't give me a discount, Dad.
I signed a contract.
Yeah, they're contracts.
Yeah, I suppose. Always contracts.
If we break it, they would take everything. The forge, your little sister.
That was really intense. Just one sister?
Sorry, sir, did you sign your child away? What?
Yeah, collateral.
Dad, you should not sign you should not sign like live people on contracts like that.
It's about their vendors. No wonder that one guy was trying to
it would be a
sinister.
really good life experience. I mean, we sold you one time.
What?
I feel like there's a lot happening here that I don't know that I need to be a part of. So I'm gonna make a call. I'll be back. It was nice to meet you, salesman dad.
And then Braenna, you start like getting intense with your dad, and he's like, "No, I was just joking. That's just my humor. I'm just."
Yeah.
You're just like scolding him now.
I feel like that's not a very good joke there, Dad.
Your mother liked it.
Oh, she would.
Then the doors burst open again.
Oh my god.
And in walks Team Empyrean, led by Sneeves, with Devlin Taylor playing his little lute.
They don't like them now, right?
And then the half-orc and the goblinoid both walk in behind. And as soon as the goblinoid, Sizzle was his name, sees Canari, he starts marching forward at her. And he begins pulling out his sword.
Canari, like...
And he starts charging forward.
Moxie just gets in front of her immediately and kicks.
Sneeves gets in front of Sizzle and stops. Puts a hand up.
Moxie would have kicked his ass on accident. But she would have kicked him 100%.
It was not close enough.
Canari's holding Moxie back a little bit.
Let me in.
No, you just got clean.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't need to be clean.
Sizzle, there's no point in fighting here. I'm sorry, my friends. He has a hot temper.
Yeah, maybe you should control your pet a little bit better. I don't know.
He is not a pet. I'm trying to do like old lizard voice. He is not my pet. But he will be your end on the battlefield. I promise you that.
And
Sizzle starts trying to push forward. Your
He won't-
cousin betrayed us. Your
Well,
cousin
no.
was giving
I
you
can't
information.
believe why.
Braenna,
Oh my God,
Braenna
he's
is fully.
So lucky I'm not in there.
Braenna is fully. She's glaring and she's like angry drinking like the biggest thing of ale. Just like.
The
Like,
half-orc.
the only reason she's not saying anything is because she's literally got a mouthful of ale right now.
The half-orc, Noramak, walks up, and she just taps Sizzle on the top with her umbrella. Now, Sizzle. Why waste that energy on them when they aren't worth it?
When what?
She looks
She's
back at all
trying
of
to
you.
intimidate us.
She puts her hands together, holds the umbrella down. Look
Oh.
at all of you.
Noramak,
I mean-
it's nice to see you again.
That's a lot of big talk for someone who's down a teammate and, is talking to a team who's now killed 1.5 teams, so.
I wouldn't worry about us, darling.
I mean, I'm not at all, entirely.
Mm.
If you come at us, good luck. Or just stay in your lane.
Right. A lot of talk from coming from someone who's dumber than a post.
A lot of talk for somebody who
I
can't
don't
even
need
talk.
I don't need to be smart to kick your ass.
That's also true. Now,
Also,
we
not
all know
that
the
dumb.
rules. We're not going to fight in here, so there's no point in any of this. If you want to get mouthy with us, feel
You can't
free.
physically fight, but
Oh, darling, you're not smart enough for that. Look at your hat. It's too big for your entire outfit. It doesn't even go with anything. Do you understand everything that...
Canari,
and
no.
Canari's just like saying, Sunday
she
best.
doesn't
First of all,
flinch.
First
You
of
just-
all, no, Canari just reads her down head to toe, just the entire thing, and just says, understandably.
Don't stoop to an idiot's level who wore a Sunday hat into a dungeon. And
That's
a
fair
dress.
point.
Sunday dress. Like, you could have at least worn a Wednesday dress. Pfft. It's gonna get dirty.
Look, there's no point to
Are
any
you
of this.
Are you all done?
Oh,
Oh, you're still here?
oh, wonderful.
I was just enjoying the little show.
Were you looking in like a mirror or?
Whatever you have to say, you might as well say it now. You might not get another opportunity based on how Sizzle wants to act to me and to everybody else. If he explains why he's so upset with me, maybe we can figure something out.
You over there, Braenna.
Drinking
How's the
still.
pathetic little search for your brother going?
Braenna stands up with her hammer. And
your dad stands up too.
and swings and literally stops like the smallest amount from this person's face.
I don't know if you can reach that far up.
Where's your little puppet who thinks he's a person?
He's twice the creature that you are.
How like literal does it have to be to hit a creature? Like if I lightly tap them, does that count?
She's not worth it, dear. She'll fall apart in an
Moxie.
instant.
I'm just curious. I'm asking outside of this conversation
Oh.
for my knowledge.
Yeah, any damage rebounds.
no, I mean not damage. Okay, well, I guess what would be. No, I wouldn't even be damage. I don't want to do damage.
Are Vrexil and Umbran, would we have heard this commotion at this point? And maybe made our way back?
You've already gone out. Just
Okay.
and your little gnome who looks like he's gonna fall over at any second. That frail little thing.
I mean, that's not inaccurate.
I know. Just two very real statements about the boys.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
just
get
can't
very dark here,
imagine.
and that's because of this character, and you're meant to hate her.
Sure, go for it.
Put him out of his misery when they had a chance.
Man, I can't imagine being such a bitch.
And Moxie,
Wait, hang on. Before you start, and Moxie just walks away.
She
She goes to the scryer room.
Sure. You can leave. As you're walking away.
I didn't ask your permission, asshole.
You just take after your parents. Just abandoning everything. Especially you.
I mean, you don't know anything about my parents.
I know.
I don't know anything about my parents.
That you know nothing of your
Yeah.
past life. You know
Past life?
Before you started remembering your past.
You mean like just being at the monastery? Everyone knows that.
The amnesia.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
my family leads the order your parents were a part of, who abandoned you.
Braenna's hammer's still, like, a millimeter
Gave
from her
you
face, by
up
the way.
For some fruitless pursuit.
you know, there's never any fruit in here. We got onions earlier. Oh, there were cherries. But
Sure.
you know.
Deflect, change the conversation, but you will lie in agony, knowing that I know so much more about you than you even know about yourself.
I'm going to enjoy sending your soul through the astral plane
Braenna-
and watch my god send you to the
her name
fiery
again?
pits of hell.
What's
My
her name again?
Noramak.
That's her
Braenna-
last name?
Braenna's just gonna be like,
I mean,
It's-
that's her name.
it's so sad no one will ever love you. Except for in her accent. And just go back
That
to...
doesn't
go back to...
matter.
I mean, it does, because have you seen the way you dress? You're, like, really trying.
I'm, like, really gorgeous.
Oh, that's vanity,
Anyway.
dude. It's a sin. You should know this. If you're so attached to the gods, you should know that that is a sin in and of itself.
Turns, and then her and her group goes and finds a table to sit at.
Except she doesn't because she runs into a wall of force.
Are you there?
Because Vrexil was going back to go do the call. And at
She
this
runs
point,
into a wall of force.
Moxie just bursts out laughing before turning around to go to where she was.
and
into the call
Vrexil just
room.
like very slowly, and you know,
It
on his,
doesn't deal any damage, so it doesn't do anything to Vrexil.
on his two legs, you know, just very very slowly, kind of like limping past, just goes, "You're in timeout for a little bit," and then heads up the stairs.
Oh, so it's like
So-
bubble.
We can't do damage, but what about harmful spell effect?
That's that's why I was asking about the
It's-
hit.
But
because
it
if I
doesn't
Harmful
do
the harm-
damage.
Harmful will rebound as well. This isn't really harmful. This is just like a barrier. It's not
Mhm.
gonna
What
do
if she just
anything.
got a little scared, like a
I
little
just-
bit?
Vrexil just wanted to keep them apart if they ever started to fight, you know.
Yeah, he was looking out for us.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
What if she just got a little scared?
So
I
she
mean-
sits in the middle of the tavern for 10 minutes, just like.
Stuck in a box. In
She
a mime
pulls out
box.
a little pocketbook. Like it's a little novel, but smaller size, and she just starts swiping
I
through.
stand behind her and I turn on my my prism crystal and I hold it right up in her mirror, so the flashing lights are reflecting at her.
Nice.
Can I help you?
Just little puppet games.
You're just partying.
Just
Around her.
partying, you know.
Does it?
I mean, what else would soulless puppets do if not have fun?
Does it look like they have any of the keys or anything like that? I know they're pretty small to conceal, but
You would have to have a pretty high perception check.
Scorndon, I think, told us they didn't
Mhm.
have anything the last time we chatted with him.
Yeah.
As far as I remember. Do you mind if I try?
Really mean with her. Oh no,
Do you
no,
mind
I don't. DM wise, you can try anything.
Sure. I'll try for a perception check on this and I'll guide myself.
Can you post her picture again in the characters
Oh.
thing? Because it's not in there since it's in like the old
Yeah, I'll do all of them.
That's it. Yeah, that was a 10. Canari's just seething with like
too much.
Nora, do you want to dance with me?
I'm gonna go for a walk for a little while.
And then the door burst open once more.
Oh,
Boom!
Jesus
Canari just
Christ.
pushes past whoever's walking in.
And Team Nightwalker walks in.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Canari just
Jesus.
Canari just her Twilight Sanctuary just like erupts out of her as soon as she's out of the bar, and she just takes off running into the night sky, to the top of the tavern just to like be alone for 5 seconds and watch the sunset.
The gnome that was sipping the coffee earlier is part of Team Nightwalker's little ensemble.
Oh, is he a new one?
You now recognize him as the former member of Team Triant.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh.
That's why they were angry. We should definitely talk to them.
He sips his coffee and he looks around. And then they also have a little Kenku, who you haven't seen before, but was part of Team Rock that they killed everyone and then took that. And then you also see a dark-skinned elf. Oh, no, not an elf, sorry. Shifter, who has 2 guns holstered to her sides and looks to be wild and ferocious in her face, just looking around, sharp teeth. She appears, what is her shifting? Which one did I give her? Wild Hunt. So the Wild Hunt, I believe, is like Wolven-ish.
I know Secrets was originally there, but wasn't like not Lies.
And Numa.
Numa was the other one that was there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she was the one that like she hit us from afar and then ran away with Secrets.
It was her rope trick that they escaped into.
Yeah.
Ooh. Braenna is still like angry drinking. Like
And,
she
they
like
say nothing.
hooked her arm around her dad to bring him back to the table.
As they should. I mean,
Yes.
They say nothing. They look,
we
All
murdered
of you.
3 of their members, so.
and then they go and sit in a table in the far corner, and you see Team Triant just sort of like seething. And then Team Triant gets up and leaves. Salad still on the table. Storming out. And that's all the drama. Who wants to talk to their parents?
Yeah, Moxie has some things to now ask even more of
All right.
her person whose name I looked up and then forgot immediately.
Hawkins.
I think I'm going
Yeah.
to stop dancing. Where did Vrexil go? Did he leave this too?
Yeah, he went up to the scry rooms too.
I guess I will sit next to Braid.
Uh,
No, I'm gonna go check on Canari.
Braenna, your dad sits back down and he just like leans over to you. Hey, does everyone hate you?
I don't think so. I'm
There's a
pretty.
lot.
I'm a pretty nice person usually, except for when I'm hitting people in the face and whatnot.
All right.
But like,
yeah.
those ones over there, we
Mhm.
killed like 3 other people. You probably saw that, but only because they tried to kill us first. And like, I don't know what's up with Team Empyrean, except for they used to have Scorned in, and now they don't because he ran to a better ally team.
All right.
But shh, please.
Oh yeah. So the shifter isn't like Wolven. It's more like it's a tracking animal. So it's like a lion like stalks its prey in the night. It's more. Yeah. More cat-like. Who wants to go first? Moxie, was that you volunteering to go first, or you just?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Right. You go into the spy room. You shut the door, and it's the same as ever. And the mirror is on the wall. And you go and you tap it, whisper Hawkins' name, and it shimmers. And then it appears. Hawkins isn't actually in his little office right now. Each of your contacts essentially always have to carry this mirror around them as part of like the agreement to like be in the games. So it is now with him as he is walking through a city, and he feels it vibrate, and he pulls it up, and then it's like almost a cell phone. And it's like, oh, it's you.
Oh, it's me?
What do you want? I'm busy.
Question. Yeah, okay, thank you. I only get limited amounts of time to call you. We go over this every time. Did you find anything about Eldath? Or Asimars? I think those were the things I asked you. And then I have more information to ask of you. Sorry, but not sorry.
Well, it's fine. I did.
Okay.
I found the Church of Eldath, and they said that they would reach out to you and send you everything that you need. That's it.
They sent me money and an oak leaf. And they said something about finding enlightenment when I figure out what me and the leaf have in common. I'm assuming it's we both lay down very well, but I don't know yet. I haven't tried it.
Oh, well, I don't think that's correct. Do you feel enlightened?
I haven't done it yet. I just said that.
Well, you figured out that that's a commonality.
Yeah, but I haven't fallen onto the ground like a leaf yet, so once I do, I'll let you know.
Why not do it right now?
I'm in a room. It's not high enough. I gotta find a tree.
That's fair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's cool. So, yeah, they got
Wait. Yes, I'll take 30 turnips. Thank you. Yes.
No, you guys are still getting turnips? No one likes them.
You were the only one that didn't like them, and you would complain every time, so we stopped buying them, and now that you're not here, we buy them again.
No, I'm pretty sure nobody liked them.
Yes, you're entirely correct.
Everyone I asked said they were gross. Did you find anything else out about the Asimar thing?
Yes, Asimars. Well, we've covered the radiant capabilities. I need to know what type of Asimar you are.
I don't know, I just kind of explode.
I've seen. There are 3 types. One gives you wings. Do you get wings?
No, I want wings. What the fuck, man?
One causes you to also have wings, but they're more like skeletal and spooky.
I mean, I don't have skeletal or non-skeletal wings. I just explode.
Alright, so you are most likely the Asimar called a Scourge Asimar.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Anything I need to know about that, or?
Yes. The more you use the radiant energy within, the more life force it drains, and it takes you closer to the grave with every use. But that just means you just don't use it, and you'll be fine.
I mean, I've used it like once. Does that also count if I use it to power just my fists? Or just specifically the explosion part?
No, I don't know. I would have to ask the god who put that divine soul inside you.
Do we know who that is?
I believe it was Eldath. That predestined such a thing. But that's only a theory. I have another theory, but it's much too wild.
Could you tell me it? Because it might go into my next question.
Oh. Well, like I said, it's much too wild. It's definitely not something that you should concern yourself with. But there's this cult. And it's not cult. It's not like they're full of crazy people, but they're like they're powerful and influential, and they have lots of money. Yes. They believe in creating chosen warriors, ones that are meant for destruction and the burning radiance of cleansing fire. And so they create essentially warriors through a binding process. The purposes of this warriors, no one really knows, but That's...
I bet I know someone who might know. And this does actually lead into my question. And might not be as weird of a theory as you think.
Right.
So you've been watching, right?
Here and there.
Okay, well, have you seen Team Empyrean? And that bitch in the stupid dress?
I think she looks quite lovely.
Okay, well, she's an asshole, so don't say that ever again.
And never mind. She's despicable. Completely terrible. She's
disgusting, and I hate her. And her umbrella is stupid. But she just tried to be an asshole to us. I mean, she succeeded in being an asshole, but I did walk away, kind of, so you'd be proud. Anyway.
That's very mature of you, Moxie.
Thanks. I mean, I turned around and yelled at her some more. But,
I mean, as you should.
Yeah, she's an ass. But she's stuck in a box right now, so it's fine. She said something about knowing more about my parents than I did, and that I was, like, giving up, or so, I don't know. But, she mentioned something about that, about, like, knowing, being a part of a group that knows more about, like, my parents and me. Do you think you could look into that?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Because I'd really like to rub it in her face if I could figure it out before she tried to pretend like she could tell me.
She might be involved with that cult. If she dresses that lavishly, then it might be true. I'll check into it.
I had to join a cult to get people to care about her.
The worst part is she probably has enough money. If we kill her, they're just gonna resurrect her outside.
Not if we chop her up into small pieces.
I am a little concerned about something.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I should tell you.
No, you should. You just said it, so now you have to. It's the law.
If it's the law, then. I do believe that something is happening. A convergence of things. So, we're learning more about you. We've learned about Canari. Canari is this conduit for these spirits of the Dreaming Dark. And then we have you, who, legends be told, that this gateway would have a protector.
Yeah. We met some person who called me like a light protector or so, I don't remember.
And so you most likely fulfill that role of protector. But if you fulfill the role of protector and the potential of this cult being the ones who created you, to what ends? To what purpose would they do that if it is protecting the world? That's what I'm concerned about. And why did you two end up in the dungeon sphere together? To make it all happen. If this cult is involved, then there must also be lots of money involved, so it might have something to do with money. Actually.
You know, I could talk to Umbran about this probably. He's kind of connected to money, so.
Maybe. Get his insights. I will see what I can do. And then we should probably talk again? Maybe?
Yeah, when we get to another checkpoint, I'll call you again.
Alright. Please call me at a better time next time.
It's very whatever time I'm here. I don't know the
should be more
times.
Considerate of my needs.
I have like 20 minutes maybe, and then I gotta go, so.
Alright, well. Good luck. Proud of you. Yes. And I will send you some turnips.
No,
Goodbye.
Don't, please. Bye.
He ends the call.
Damn it.
And some turnips appear on the shelf in front of you.
Damn it. She takes them and then leaves.
Great, now we've got mushrooms and turnips and onions.
It's gonna be a good stew.
It's time for soup. And rhubarb. Yeah, soup and dessert. All right. So that is where we will end it for tonight because it is past 11 here. And then we will resume with more phone calls on next time on the Dungeon Sphere.
Hold on, I have to do my thing.
That's the goodbye music. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Follow, like, subscribe. Mm-hmm.
All that fun stuff. Yes. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.